Hi guys, our front project is a mobile app called CommuniCare, and in our group we have Andrew, Sean, Jamie, Cherry, and Franchu. We are excited to present our idea to you.
From our own personal experiences navigating care for our loved ones, we've noticed a great need for a simple, centralized care system intended for elders. Although there are apps available on the market, such as GrandPad, which provide similar services for seniors to connect to their loved ones, we felt that the current options and incorporation of features like games and video calling take away from the most essential features for care. These extra additions in the app can create confusion among our intended user base of elders who may not be used to navigating apps with many different buttons and options. This is one of the main motivations for idea of CommuniCare, an app that strips away a lot of the non-essential features for a care app to make an easier, less frustrating experience for the elders in our life close to us. Many of our elders in our life go through enough turmoil and frustration due to potential health complications, and we did not want a care app to invoke those feelings also due to confusing interfaces. Our team conducted about 10 interviews in total. We interviewed others in our age range and other elders we were close with. From these interviews with these groups, we noticed common themes and values that occurred among each of them. In order for us to better understand our potential user base, we decided it'd be helpful to create personas for each. Our first persona, Lily, highlights the common views among our peers. From our interviews, we found that our peers worried about liabilities and concerns about if voluntarily caring for an elder is legitimate through an app. Our second persona, Dwight, highlights what elders find most important for a potential care app. We noticed a theme of reluctance to use apps and the fact that many app screen sizes were too small. However, elders still realize the potential values of care apps. These personas helped us to better understand what real users would want out of an app.
Initially, we had envisioned a matchmaking system that allows strangers to provide support and help to each other. However, we made several design changes after speaking with our targeted users. First, a common theme in most of our interviews conducted with both young and elderly users was worry about safety and liability of helping or accepting help from strangers. To answer this concern, we decided that allowing strangers to match with each other was too risky. Instead, we decided to approach our app with a family and friends oriented goal in mind. Additionally, elderly interviewees saw value in the app as a care recipient, while younger interviewees expressed willingness to participate as caretakers. Taking that into consideration, we decided to focus our app on the family and friends aspects, designing an all-in-one communication app for a group of people to take care of an elderly care recipient. Based on the feedback we received from elderly interviewees regarding their experiences with technology, we decided on a few features to increase their ease of use. Additionally, since the younger interviewees did not express similar concerns, we decided to create two modes for the app, a caretaker mode and a care recipient mode. Here are some of the features adapted for the care recipient mode. Elderly interviewees expressed that small screens and interfaces are tricky to navigate, so we decided to design a simple and visual interface for the care recipient mode with clear icons for limited functions. For the main functions of the app, we designed clear colors, red, blue, and green, to each to help users intuitively distinguish between them. From our interviews, it was clear that a lot of families have members that speak various languages other than English. This is most common in immigrant families. As such, to facilitate conversation, we wanted to add a translation feature for the chat. Another important thing we noted in our interviews with elderly people is that they felt strongly about having an emergency contact feature that allows them to call for help when needed. We decided this was important to include in our design. For younger interviewees that are more accustomed to technology, we decided to create an interface with more functionalities, such as the ability to edit group members on the app.
After sharing our lo-fi sketch with elders and their families, we received both positive and negative feedback. They wanted a softer background color, larger and clearer buttons, and appreciated the simplicity of the main page and features. In our Figma prototype, we addressed the feedback points by keeping the layout simple while improving button size and visibility for easier use.
After sharing our first Figma prototype with target users, we received another feedback. They mentioned that white text on a beige background was hard to read, asked for clear button functions, suggested adding bottom navigation to avoid constant backtracking, and appreciated color coding for easier recognition. These insights were extremely helpful in shaping our final prototype. I'll now walk through our Figma prototype for CommuniCare. Since the app is designed for both elders and caregivers, we focused on keeping it simple. The first screen after downloading is the registration page where users choose to sign up as either a care recipient or a caregiver. Registration only requires name, email, and password, minimal information to make it easy, especially for elders. For care recipients, the home screen includes three main features: chat, calendar, and call for help. Chat allows direct or group messaging with designated caregivers. Calendar lets recipients request care on specific dates with a single tap. Call for Help is an emergency button that alerts all caregivers and even 911 with one click. For caregivers, the interface also has chat, calendar, and a care team button. Caregivers can view requested dates in the calendar to plan visits and use the care team feature to add family members to the support group. Based on feedback, we adjusted button sizes, refined the color scheme for better visibility, and kept the design minimal by removing redundant features.
Working on this project was both meaningful and enjoyable. It felt great to build something that could actually make a difference in people's lives today. Getting direct feedback from our intended users, which are older adults who need care, and the people who support them really opened our eyes to what matters most. We put a lot of thought into refining the app based on their input and stayed focused on creating a system that's truly centered around real human needs. The goal was always to make support easier and more natural in everyday life, and I think we got a lot closer to that. Thank you.